Hello, I'm Samirana Saknama, student of Banking and Insurance Department at University of Rajshahi. My ID number is 1812537105. Today, I'm presenting you the most emergent topic in international trade. The one is the globalization, and another is the drivers of globalization. First, let's discuss what is globalization. The word globalization is used to describe the growing interdependence of the world economy, culture, and populations brought about by cross border trade in goods and security, technology, and flows of investment, people, information. Today, we can get fancy of food from India, coffee from Brazil, and wine from France, and from sitting in a rooms because of something which is called globalization. Globalization refers to the international trade, being less of structure by national borders. Globalization is the process of growing, developing, and expanding the business, service, and technologies across the globe. It's like considering the whole world as a single market. Globalization is not a new phenomenon. The world economy has been increasingly interdependent for a very long time. In the recent year, the process of globalization has accelerated exponentially. This is because of various reasons. Easier transport has enabled the movement of people's goods all over the world. Businessmen can get labor from countries that have a lot of population. They can sell their product globally without any restriction. In the last few decades, many countries agreed to lower the tariff and taxes on the goods which are imported from other countries. This has often cut through as support of World Trade Organization. Also, technology advances in the past few decades have played a major role in globalization. People are sharing information and exchanging in greater idea by use of internet. Now it's a convenient for us to buy and sell product from all around the world. On one hand of globalization has made easy access of technology to people. It has also decreased the opportunity of success by increasing the competition. So, the globalization has several factors, the two major including the globalization of market and the globalization of production. The globalization of market refers to the merging of historical distincts and separate national market into one huge global marketplace. Falling barrier to the cross-border trading have made it easier to sell internationally. Traders are extending three areas of business as seen in the world as global market. Countries are coming together as one big global economy. This is called globalization of market. Sometimes the taste and preference of consumers in different nations are beginning to converge on some global norms, thereby helping to create global market. Consumer products such as Citigroup credit card, Coca-Cola, video games, Apple iPhone, etc. are frequently held up as prototypical example of this trend. The firm that produce those products are more than just beneficial of this trend. They are also facilitator of it by offering the same basic product worldwide. They keep to create a global market. Another phase is globalization of production, which refers to the sourcing of goods and service is from location around the globe to take advantage of national differences in the cost and quality of the factors of production. By doing this, company need to lower their overall cost structures or improving the quality of fractionality of their product offering, thereby allowing them to compete more effectively. For example, Boeing 777, a commercial jet airliner, eight Japanese suppliers make parts of the doors and wings. Our suppliers in Singapore who makes the doors for the nose landing gear, and the three suppliers in Italy manufactures wing flaps and so on. In total, some 30% of the 777 by value is built by the foreign companies for yield a better final product. And hence, the chance of Boeing winning a greater share of total orders for aircraft than its global rivals. Now let's discuss another topic, drivers of globalization. There are several forces which are actively part to increase the international trade of globalization, which is called drivers of globalization. There are several factors which are the drivers of globalization, but the major two factors are declining the trade and investment barrier and the role of, of technology changes. Now let's see these are in briefly. Declining trade and investment barrier. During the 90s and 1920s and 1930s, many of the world's nations started erected formidable barriers to international trade and foreign direct investment. Many barriers to international trade took the form of high tariff on imports manufacturing goods to protect the domestic industries. One consequence, the Great Depression. After the World War II, to removing barriers to the free flow of goods, service, and capital among the nations, such trends have been driving both the globalization of market and globalization of production. The lowering of the barriers to international trade enables firms to view the world rather than a single country as their market. This trend also allows firms to base production at the optimal location for their activity. Thus, a firm might design a product in one country, produce the component parts in to other countries, assemble the product in yet another country, and then export the finished product around the world. The next topic is the role of technological changes. After World War II, the world seems major advanced changes in the communication, information, and process and transportation technology, which changed the whole international trade and made globalization perform efficiently. There are three types of technology changes take a new dimension in the globalization. The first one is the microprocessor and telecommunication, and the second one is the internet, and the third one is the transportation technology. The microprocessor is the single most important innovation has made, which enable the explosive growth of the high power, low cost computing, vastly increasing the amount of information that can be processed by individual and firms. Global communication have been revolutionized by developments in statistical optical fiber, wireless technology, and the internet. This technology rely on the microprocessor. The internet, it has developed into information backbone of the global economy. It rose backbone for buyers and sellers to find each other wherever they may located and whatever the size. It allows business, both small and large, to expand their global presence at lower cost than ever before. Transportation technology, the development of the commercial jet aircraft, super freight, and the introduction of the containerization, which simplifies transmission from one mode of transport to another. The advent of the commercial jet travel by reducing the time needed to get from one location to another. Containerization has revolutionized the transportation business, significantly lowering the cost of shipping goods and distance. These are the major drivers of the globalization and make a smooth international trade function around the world. That's all my presentation. Thank you all for listening and your patience.